I'm not gonna lie, part of me was super excited to make this entire video in VR, but that's not gonna happen. So I've had in my possession for a few weeks now, the new Canon RF mount 5.2mm Dual Fisheye Lens, which was exclusively made for recording VR footage paired with the Canon R5 camera body. Having been a fairly early adopter of all things VR, I literally owned a pair of very expensive VR goggles I found on eBay when I was in high school, like 20 years ago. I was so excited to hear that Canon was launching something that would natively mount to their new bodies and allow you to record in VR. So I immediately started shooting some footage because it does capture things through two different lenses. It needs to interpret that data using an extra step in software, whether that be through a plugin that works with Adobe Premiere or a piece of standalone software that Canon developed called the EOS VR utility. Yes, they're very creative with their naming. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stop the review right here because for the first time that I've ever seen from any of the big camera manufacturers, this lens comes with a catch. It's a $2,000 lens that requires a monthly subscription in order to operate. And right now, as much as I've been able to dig and search, we have no idea how much that monthly subscription is actually gonna cost. Once you go into the VR utility, in a very Windows 98 style dialog box, it pops up and lets you know that you're not gonna be able to do anything with this footage unless you are subscribed monthly. Now, I have nothing against monthly subscriptions. My Patreon is monthly. Most of Adobe products that I use are monthly payments. But I am gonna draw the line when a piece of hardware that is this expensive doesn't even have the option to buy a standalone piece of software. It makes sense to me that people are gonna pay a subscription for software that needs to be rapidly updated every single year to stay current. And maybe that will be the case with the EOS R VR utility, but I really doubt it. I'm quite annoyed that I can't just buy out, or that the $2,000 lens didn't just come with standalone software for free to let me actually use the footage that I captured. And then again, there's the added gotcha of Canon not, anywhere that I've been able to find on the internet, not announcing exactly how much the monthly subscription or the annual subscription is gonna cost. They include a month or something free, which is great. But before anybody buys this, you should really make sure and know how much Canon is ultimately gonna charge to enable you to use this thing. I really have no idea how VR could work into actual client materials that, for somebody that commissions me to photograph their wedding or portraits or something. I was kind of hoping I could find my way and figure out, a new deliverable product using this system, because it really seems like an efficient, beautiful workflow to pair this with cameras that I'm already shooting with. But I just absolutely refuse to pay a monthly subscription with no option for a standalone buyout tied to a piece of hardware that is already so expensive. So I'm sending this back. I have no interest in this whatsoever until Canon wakes up, because it is absolutely ridiculous for them to ask this of videographers. So I'm gonna simply stop the review there, probably the shortest review I've ever made in my life. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'll be back soon. Bye.